विराट कोहली ने रिसेंटली उनके बारे में बड़ी अच्छी बातें की हैं कि इरफान की जो बाउंसर थी वो बता रहे थे कि यूवी उनको कह रहे थे कि कट करो, लेकिन वो हमेशा पास से गुजर जाता था.
बस हम यही सोचते हैं.
No, but actually we're talking about Mohammad Irfan and the advantage of the, so you know it's really hard to cut him as well.
Uppercut.
Definitely he has his strengths, but it's time to go to Sikandar Butt and let's see what he has now.
Okay, here we are. Lots happening out here as we are into the T10 draft sessions, and everyone is interested what's the next pick going to be. So I'm being handed one more, and this is once again to let you know category C round 8. It's the pick from the Maratha Arabians and another South African. Hardest Fillion comes to the Maratha Arabians. Bengal Tigers will now pick up their pens. They've got their 3 minutes in category C round 8. Let's see what they come up with.
Right, we had Shahid Afridi with us. Shahid bhai, thank you so much. All the best आपको कहते हैं. उम्मीद यही करते हैं कि आपकी टीम भी अच्छा करे, आपकी वजह से crowds भी आए, इसी तरह जो है सबको entertain करते हैं. Thank you so much.
Boom boom!
Boom boom, boom boom is the way we're going forward. Danny, talking about, you know, we've had Shahid Afridi over here. These kind of players are the ones that bring that entertainment value, that star value to the crowd.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of these formats, whether it's 2020, now we're seeing 10-10, is it allows those players to eke out every little ounce of their ability and talent to keep playing towards their 40. Because I think, you know, like Sangers is almost 40, isn't he? So, you know, and I tell you, Shahid Afridi's getting up there. So when you look at that, it allows these guys to stay in the game, provided they can stay fit and they haven't quite lost all their hand-eye coordination. It's exciting.
I was saying to him that because of you, all the Pathans are going to come and support you. We saw with Peshawar Zalmi what happened, Danny. So we're not worried about the crowds as long as this man is there.
No, and I noticed that you wear a Zalmi tracksuit.
Listen, whoever gives me a jacket, I will be wearing that. That doesn't mean I necessarily support that thing.
Awful. No, I think we're going to get you some other top as well. You have to have all 6.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Molten are coming in the best.
You're putting it on air over here, so everybody who's listening. Danny wants a jacket as well, Zalmi jacket. You're partly Pathan anyway.
You're correct, and I've already got my jacket on.
But yeah, so looking at the things the way they're shaping up in terms of the teams, definitely we're seeing a lot of strong players, a lot of players that will be adding value to the squad. But Sikandar Butt is ready, so let's go down to him and see what he has to say.
Category C, round 8, and we've got Bengal Tigers with their pick. That's pick 4, and they've gone for Robin Powell. Robin Powell goes to Bengal Tigers. Category C, round 8, and it's going to be the Pakhtuns now who will come up with their pick.
As we see, the things are shaping up really well for all the teams over here. They're getting their strengths together, the left arm spinners, the left arm pacers, and more importantly, some explosive batsmen. Danny, talking about the recent additions, you've got Rahman Powell who's been added, and now you're getting, you know, some of the younger players who are getting the exposure coming in and obviously adding value to the side.
And look, when you just look at, was it Hardest Fillion? I mean, a young South African that we probably really haven't heard too much about. But in terms of fitting in his style of play and what he can be now in category C, in terms of the money value that he's coming for.
Looking at the Pakhtuns team composition, Danny, again, we spoke about how they've got 3 openers in the form of Shahzad, Tamim Iqbal and Fakhar Zaman, and the left arm pacer factor by having Mohammad Irfan, so they're looking good.
Yeah, and you're throwing that with Dwayne Smith. I mean, he can bat anywhere in the top 3, 4 or 5. but I like him, and I like him up in the top there. So yeah, they're starting to get their clarity in terms of balance of what they want and where they're starting to fit this whole piece together.
And obviously we're talking about how now, if we look at Maratha Arabians and their team composition, Muhammad Amir right at the top, Imad Wasim, they're like, they're T20 specialists as well. Amir obviously has been doing well in all formats, but Imad Wasim, we're talking about him being the #1 T20 bowler in the world, and then the likes of Muhammad Sami to add that flavor in terms of giving them the pace. So this squad, what do you make of it?
Well, you've got Alex Hales, top order player, and then you've got the great Virendra Sehwag. So interesting how he's going to go, because he can smash it. And that guy I just mentioned, Haris Vanjua, he's a fast bowler, so I'm looking forward to seeing him have a go. And Rodman Powell, I've seen a little bit of him in the Caribbean Premier League, gives it a lick as well.
What about somebody like Sehwag? We'll talk more about that, but let's go down to Sikandar Bakht and see what he has to say.
Category C and round 8. It was Bakhtun's turn. I guess they won't leave any Khan out there in the list. Sohail Khan joins Bakhtuns in this category. That's category C, round 8. Sohail Khan goes to Bakhtuns. Moving on to round 9 now in category C, and the first pick in that is for Kerala Kings. We'll give them their 3 minutes.
Oh, you're not going to Bangla? Not playing Bangla?
We spoke about all-rounders being key in this format, so we've got another all-rounder here with us, somebody who's been in sublime form for Pakistan, Shoaib Malik. Shoaib bhai, thank you so much for your time. बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. अब आप जो है, you're in a new format altogether, 10 overs, और आपका फॉर्म जो इस वक्त लगा हुआ है, what are your thoughts on that? ये किस तरह जो है हमें आप अपनी different strengths जो दिखाते हैं on field, क्या राज है?
I've heard a lot about people saying old is gold. So, I'm not talking about you.
Danny is happy. Danny is happy you said that. He's too ancient.
Ancient doesn't go with gold. Okay.
You're still young. That's why I'm not bringing you in this conversation, because you're too young for this conversation.
You're only as young as you feel.
Anyway, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling great. Getting into a new format. Never played 10 over cricket with hard ball, but yes, played a lot of tape tennis ball cricket, and we used to play like 6 over cricket, 8 overs cricket, 10 overs cricket, and I think I have a little bit of idea how to play this format, and I'm sure most of the Pakistanis, when we grew up, we used to play with tape tennis ball, so we know this concept bit of it, but obviously we're going to play with hard ball for the first time, this T10 thing, and I'm very excited, and even most of the cricketers back home, they're very excited, and I've seen some overseas cricketers, they're also, from their face expressions, they're like quite excited.
Well, hold your excitement, Shoaib bhai, because we're going to go down to Sikandar Bakht and see what he has for us now.
Alright, back with category C, round 9 now, which has just started off. Kerala Kings have chosen their wicketkeeper batsman, Nicholas Pooran. So Nicholas Pooran goes to the Kerala Kings. The second pick for category C, round 9, is for Bengal Tigers, and their time starts now.
Nicholas Pooran is the new choice for this franchise. Shoaib bhai, sorry, I have to thank you. I know you're needed down there, but thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best for this league and your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the way we are.
Danny, I'm sure you enjoyed his comment.
I know you want a couple of bats.
I only want 5. Can you send me 5 bats? Only punch.
Punch?
Yes.
But
For youngsters. Good to see
one
you.
for you then.
No. They're all for you.
Youngsters.
Now, Danny, we're talking about how old is gold and how going forward, Shoaib Malik, I had to ask him about his fitness, but I'm going to ask you. Really, somebody he's been playing cricket for the longest time, but he is supremely fit.
And looks after himself. And it comes back to your diet, what you want to get out of the game, how much longer do you want to play in the game. And I think with all these leagues, and certainly in the modern game, and that's not a bad thing in terms of you're earning a very good living, playing the love of the game you did as a kid. I mean, as Shoaib Malik said, youngsters in Pakistan growing up, and even in the Caribbean on the beach playing tennis ball cricket, you're doing something when you were a youngster, as a child, moving into your teens, and then suddenly, if you're good enough, you can do it for a living. So there is a pathway, there's a career path, and I think that's when you see that in the subcontinent, there is a genuine pathway because there is money in the game now.
And running between the wickets, we've seen we're linking his fitness to his running between the wickets. I mean, he comes in that position and then is able to rotate the strike and improvise when required.
I wonder if he plays a bit of tennis with his wife and Sana, you know, just charging around there, and Sonia's thrashing him around the court, and then that could be helping his game as well. It could be helping his fitness. We forgot to ask him that. We should have asked Shoaib Malik that.
Well, I'm going to ask you about your fitness, but let's go down to Sikandar Bakht and see what he has for us.
Okay, category C, round 9. This was the second pick, and Bengal Tigers have gone for Anwar Ali. Anwar Ali goes to Bengal Tigers in category C, round 9. Next up, Punjabi legends Shoaib Malik and his gang are going to decide in the next 3 minutes who are they going to play in their squad.
Another all-rounder in part of this league, Danny, Anwar Ali. You know, he started really well. He basically played against India, and we remember his ball swinging in and out. So he's somebody who has that variation and can hit long.
Yeah, look, he's just gone off the boil a little bit, hasn't he? In terms of pace and swinging, you're right, he's a genuine swing bowler. And he gives the long handle as well, so I can see why he's been picked up for 10-10 in this draft. So another exciting talent that maybe needs another little injection, and maybe 10-10 is just the injection that Anwar Ali needs.
And you know, this is a great opportunity for all the players who haven't really performed up to the mark to get their confidence back. You're talking about Anwar Ali, then there's Ahmed Shahzad who's been out of form. So if they make a mark here, you never know if they would be playing for their international teams, but they would be in the limelight for that, definitely.
Spot on. Hit the nail on the head. Those two players in particular, and particularly Shahzad, who's got a lot to offer. And if a guy is out a little bit of nick, look, you could argue, you know, look, this is a bit block, bash, boom, and you've got to get on with it. Of course you do, it's only 10 overs. But hey, you know, you find a little bit of confidence in this, and how can that transfer, hopefully, into T20 or 50 over other white ball cricket going forward? Pakistan players, they've got the West Indies coming up there, okay, and then they play another little mini series. Then they go to New Zealand after this T10. They go down under to New Zealand, play 5 50 overs and 3 T20s. So you just don't know. Some guy might just have an absolute dynamic run in the T10 format, this competition, this tournament really soon, find himself on the plane to New Zealand.
Well, I'm going to ask you this now because we've obviously got the teams coming together. Who do you think is looking good out of all the teams?
Look, it's hard to gauge at this stage. It's just early, and this is the draft, and they're still not quite finished piecing them together. But look, I think that everyone's speaking smart, and the other great thing is they've got a lot to choose from. Everyone's really excited.